This is Cúcuta, Colombia. Due to massive shortages in Venezuela, this border city has evolved into a trade hub for desperately needed goods. But because of smuggling and black market activity, it's also become more violent. Around 20,000 Venezuelans cross daily into Colombia to buy food, consumer goods, medicine, attend school, to work, and to flee the country. And they pay bribes to do so. In the marketplaces around the two functioning bridges into town, one can exchange money and find almost any good imaginable. There are even merchants who will buy your hair. Hyperinflation and corruption have made normal life within Venezuela impossible.
Dale, esos son los bolívares,
Sí,
¿cierto?
sí.
¿Cuántos tienes?
No sé, aquí hay como 1000 bolívares.
Ok, entonces
Pero-
tienes otro 1000 por ahí.
Aquí como 500, hay como
Ah, ok.
1500, pero en billetes de 5 bolívares. Estos billetes no deben de tener más de un año en circulación, un año y pico creo, son un año y medio en circulación, pero no valen nada, nadie te los acepta. O sea, si tú estás en Venezuela, no te alcanzan ni para pagar un bus.
¿Cuántos vale 1500 bolívares en pesos o dólares, lo que sea?
En dólares, 25 centavos.
But they're pretty. They often have more value when made into decorations and purses. Many of those crossing into Colombia do so through illegal paths across the border called trochas. Trochas are controlled by gangs of armed criminals that battle one another to control the smuggling paths. This is what the border looked like one day about a month ago.
Intercambio de ambos lados.
Controlling the trochas is a business that is estimated to generate $20,000 daily on the paths near the Simón Bolívar Bridge alone. But the gangs don't just charge to pass the border illegally, they also extort business owners in the area. Even those working informally in the streets have to pay into the protection racket. And if they don't, well, a new restaurant opened recently and refused to pay the extortion. Last week, someone threw a grenade into his packed restaurant at lunchtime. Incidents like that are so common that it barely makes the news here. So why is the violence getting worse? Well, there are two main causes. Number one, until recently, the trochas in the north were popular for smuggling gasoline out of Venezuela, where it's virtually free. This profitable business was run by ELN guerrillas, originally from Colombia, but who now control large sections of Venezuela as well. They also smuggle cocaine through the border. Allegedly, they pay military officials in Venezuela handsomely for the privilege. But the profits from gasoline smuggling have collapsed, along with Venezuelan oil production, so they're now pushing south into territory that's fought over by colectivos, Venezuelan paramilitary forces loyal to Maduro,
Leales siempre.
and Colombian paramilitary forces, who regularly fight pitched battles in the streets to control the lucrative territory. This is footage of one of those street battles in Arenas, just across the Santander Bridge from Colombia. As violence escalates for competition over the remaining smuggling routes, the border becomes more dangerous for those trying to cross and for those who live here. But the smuggling is going to continue. Scarcities within Venezuela have made the profits too great for the black market to ignore. On June 7th, Venezuelan officials officially opened the border to foot traffic. Here in Colombia, they hope that it has a stabilizing effect on what has become a very dangerous situation. But in the meantime, the battle for the trochas continues. Thank you for watching. Once again, we are Muros Invisibles, independent journalism from Colombia.